Hi everybody, this is Dr. Rodriguez. I wanted to welcome you to Business Administration and in Aiken 720, which means MBA Business and Society. And so the purpose of this presentation is obviously to welcome you to the course, give you a little bit about me, have some fun for a second, and then move on to the next steps. So this is me hanging out at Disney. I'm welcoming everybody into Disney down in Florida. So I'm welcoming you just like that. How about that? And so then lately it's been in the news, in the New York Times in particular, that business schools don't teach ethics and they don't teach current events in ethics classes. And so here's the one that says, nope, we do teach ethics and we do teach it in the MBA program. And sometimes we actually touch on current events. This is a course description, but it's the analysis of legal and ethical issues as they relate to the business environment, which is why we call it business and society for short. But the upshot here is that it helps to create an awareness of ethical dilemmas and present some paths to resolution. So you'll, if you haven't picked up the book yet, you'll see where there's a lot of short stories in there, a lot of fast reads. Some are slower than others. And there's some ideas possibly for paths to resolution that are presented along the way as well. This is me. I thought maybe you would want to see some of me with my students. So on the left-hand side, that's me being hooded for my MBA graduation. I was actually the opening speaker for that. And then in the middle, these two guys here are on the left are Nader, and then on the right is Charlie. They're my undergraduate advisees, and they were athletes, and so they honored me just recently for being a really good advisor. And then over on the right-hand corner is another undergraduate advisee who graduated, and she wanted me in a selfie, so I'm wearing my PhD stuff over there. And this is my past life for anybody who's ever interested in that. So probably my past life isn't this monochromatic because this is really green. But these are my friends on the left. And two of the guys in this grouping on the left-hand side are still mobilized and on deployments. That's me shooting an AK-47. And then on the right-hand side, we had a couple guys out on the MP instruction course that ended up driving a Humvee into the mud, and so we took the opportunity to pull them out. And I'm military police, but I'm also mechanic, so I can do towing. If you ever need a tow, just call me. No, please don't do that because I'll probably mess it up. So these are my interests. So I've been involved with Beachbody products for a while, but I'm no longer coaching, so don't come to me for your Shakeology order. But I still use the programs. In fact, I just started P90X over as a challenge with a friend of mine. The other thing is that I do have kind of an oddball sense of humor. And so I had this t-shirt made out on in Utah when I was out there a couple summers ago. And then I'm also really interested in the yard, and I'm probably more interested in having my yard look really good as opposed to politics. But those were my sentiments a year or so ago. Some key things to review on the syllabus. My office hours, I'm 16 by 6 or 7. Every now and then I'll shut down for a day or two, especially if I'm doing some travel that's personal in nature. It should not impact your course that too much. And so I am available quickly. I'll acknowledge your email if I don't give you an answer right away. And I do work out in the morning, and I do go to bed reasonably early. The policies and submissions, late work and technology issues, you should read those. Those will be helpful not only for my class, but possibly for other classes as well. And then teams, there are 2-person teams. This is an MBA program, so I expect everyone to show up for their teams. And I really do mean that. I won't even begin to tell you the interviews that I conducted as an MBA student myself to make teams. It was rather a harrowing experience for the poor interviewee. Anyhow, so what's next? Download the syllabus. remember, I build the syllabus first, then I transfer everything to Blackboard. If you find any issues between the syllabus and Blackboard, usually the syllabus will trump, so follow that. And if it's, and of course it's on the syllabus is my mantra, but sometimes it isn't on the syllabus, and you should email me if that happens. Review the tours of the syllabus and Blackboard. So I put 2 10-minute tours out there. They're both entirely too long to just walk you through the syllabus in case you don't want to read the entire thing. But you should read the entire thing, I suppose. I really ought not to say the other. Anyhow, and then there's a tour of Blackboard and the way that I've set up Blackboard. And then you should make sure that you have your text for the course, and of course read the syllabus. I guess if you've not already done that first, I'm probably pretty repetitive about that. And once the class fills, I'll create groups. And so that's it. If you have any questions, send me an email, and thank you for joining my class.